So here we're doing a seated hinge. I want you to feel even weight in both your feet. Feel the big toe down into the ground, feel the pinky toe down into the ground, and feel the heels down into the ground in both feet. Maintain that feeling on both sides. Now, I also want you to feel both sits bones, this little bony part that comes out of the back or bottom of your glute there. Feel equal weight in both sides before we start this. You want to maintain that. Same thing with the feet throughout. For this drill, I want you to get as tall and long as you can through the spine. That's the kind of key to this drill, the highlight, is we're trying to get as tall as we can without dipping into this hyperextension feeling here in the low back. So how tall can we get without extending excessively through the low back? I want you to help with this. Big, long exhale through your mouth, pulling the rib cage down as you exhale. Let the exhale do that work. You shouldn't be trying to pull it down yourself. Just think about breathing out as much as you can and feel how that'll start pulling that rib cage down. So the drill here, we're getting as tall as we can, but we're trying to stay neutral in that low back. I'm actively trying to stay out of this position here, and I'm almost pulling myself out of that position. As tall as I can, long exhale to help. Pulls my ribs down, get a ton of work happening through here. And I'm maintaining that as I start to hinge forward. So equal weight in both hips, both feet on the ground. Getting as tall as I can. I'm going to exhale again. Every time I exhale, I'm thinking about getting longer and longer and longer through the spine. So it's like I'm trying to reach the top of my head towards the wall in front of me as I exhale and pull these ribs down. They're almost doing two different things, right? We're trying to stay long as this gets pulled down. We'll feel a lot of weird stuff happening in the mid back. So maybe this T-spine extension you start to work into a little bit there. You're gonna feel some weird stuff happening in the low back and a ton of core work happening here through the front. Okay, so it's a finicky drill. We got to get it right. Use those cues and then just hang out. I like to go hands here, elbows in line. Hang out here at this kind of bottom hinge position and just hang out there for 20, 30, 40 seconds, trying to get longer through the spine and keeping ribcage tucked every time you exhale. And just hang out there and exist for a little bit and then slowly come back out of that position. A lot of interesting stuff happened through there. Go ahead, give it a shot.